Achieving financial success takes dedication, discipline, and most importantly, a plan. For over 30 years, Don Reynolds has helped savers define their needs, formulate their plans, and achieve their goals. From accumulation to preservation and protection, and through the income distribution phase in retirement, implementing the right strategies makes all the difference. Your retirement is our business. Welcome to Strategic Asset Preservation.
Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Reynolds Grab. Of course, I'm Don Reynolds.
And I'm Corey Silp. Good to see everyone.
So we're going to talk about gold. Should you buy gold and hard assets today? I don't think we've ever had this conversation.
We haven't, but boy, we see it on TV.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why we thought it'd be good to maybe have a little dialogue about this. And again, up front, I'm not saying good or bad. That's not what we're about. It's just another perspective. But, I think some people look at gold as a gloom and doom thing. Things get really, really bad. Well, I have hard assets and I can barter for stuff. Well, years ago, yes, that was real. I don't know that we'll ever see that again today. I don't know. I don't have those answers. I personally do own some hard assets. Now, I was fortunate when I bought mine, the government was a part of it. I didn't have to disclose. I didn't have to pay taxes. Today, you go buy hard assets from one of these advertisements you see on TV, you got to pay tax on that. That's their way of tracking it, so they know you have it. I'm not saying that's good or bad either, but I know a lot of people think they want it so the government doesn't know what they have because they know everything about us. So I respect that. Buying gold with an IRA, that's a big thing you're seeing out there today, a big push. I don't know that that's really a great idea, just like buying real estate with an IRA. We've actually had clients in our office who have bought, house with their IRA dollars. But what they don't realize when they did that is when they get to that required minimum distribution age, they cannot use rent they collect as the RMDs. Government doesn't allow that. So now if they've got all their money stuck in a property that's IRA money, they're going to be forced to sell that property now because they have to meet the RMD. Otherwise, they're going to have a 50% penalty on it.
Yeah.
It's not a good plan.
So part of it comes down to, when you're talking about buying a gold or silver, is it the hard asset form, or is it buying shares of it, or an EFT, exchange traded fund, or whatnot? And, often if you look at buying the hard asset, again, it's been around since ancient times, folks. Understand it. It has helped hedge, inflation. It does help in past times where Don mentioned bartering for goods or trading certain coins or pounds or ounces of gold for goods and services. I'm not so sure that if that's what you're buying it for, and the world does come, quote unquote, to an end, and things are getting bad out there, that you're going to be able to take your hard asset and go trade it for a loaf of bread. I mean, is there a bakery open at that point to make bread to trade gold for? If things are that bad, I don't think there's a bakery open to go trade it for bread. So that might not be available. With the hard asset too, if you own it in your IRA, as Don mentioned, with the IRS tracking those dollars, remember, we have a partner in our IRAs, in our 401ks, in our pre-tax money, and it's called the IRS, the government. We cannot list a second human being on that account, but the IRS is a partner with us. So if you hold hard assets of gold in your IRA, you open yourself up to a potential knock and talk audit where they could just show up and knock and want to come and make sure that if you bought so many bars or ounces of gold, you still have it. You weren't trading or selling that and not paying their tax on it, because they want their tax dollars when you pull out the assets from your IRA or from your traditional IRA, from your 401k, from your pre-tax or qualified dollars. So again, I think it's more than just the emotional buy or people on TV, claiming and screaming, and all these celebrities out there saying, geez, gold is the best thing ever. You need gold right now, and all that hype and excitement. There's a lot more to it, folks. Calm down, get the emotions under control, get the hype under control, get the fear under control, and let's look at it in everyone's personal situation and see what makes sense for you personally.
Yeah, right. And we're not saying gold is a bad investment. There's like silver too. There's stocks you can invest in, like silver wheat, for example, is just one of them. But there's investments you can make where you're not holding the hard assets, and we're not saying that might not be it for diversification. You've heard us talk a lot about diversification, and we think that's a good plan to be diversified. So
Yeah.
maybe do some gold in that respect.
Yeah.
Might be a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. I think, I mean, again, that's where you get back to the debate. Is it the hard asset, or is it a share of it, or an investment of the gold or the silver or the commodity? And again, diversification is really good. I guess, some of the keys again is if you're using it because you think the dollar is worth nothing. I think I spoke with someone not too long ago that made a good point. It's like with these commercials and stuff, if the dollar is going to be worth nothing, so you need gold, and they're hyping, sell, buy gold from us. Well, why are they willing to give you gold and take your dollars if they think the dollars are going to be worth nothing?
Very good point, Corey.
So again, I think it comes down to just getting your emotions, getting your thought process back in alignment with what are your goals, what are your objectives, what is your desires in retirement, working with the professionals and getting a plan together.
Yep.
And then working that plan, not working that conditions, not working the market, but work your plan. Right. And I think that's the key is we need to sit down with you. We need to go through things and look at your personal situation, put together a retirement plan for you. And is gold or silver a part of that? Could be, maybe not. But again, what would be the reasons for it? And then look at what would be the smartest way to invest if that is applicable in your situation.
Yeah, exactly. What's the underlying reason that you want to hold? If you want hard assets, what's the underlying reason that you want to?
Correct.
Some people just want to have it because they just want to have it. It feels good to touch it and look at it, and that's great. We also want to do things that make us feel good, and I respect that. So, again, this is a topic that there's a lot of different thoughts, beliefs. We understand that. Again, like Corey said, our job is to design a plan, and maybe it includes having some gold, some investments in hard assets like that. Maybe it's just investing in some stocks and things like that, where you can reap the rewards of the growth. So again, our job is to really help you make sure that your plan is what we call bulletproof long-term, because when you retire, you're not working anymore. There's no earned income. You got to live off of what you built. And we want to make sure it's going to last you for the rest of your life. No questions asked.
Correct.
So with that, give us a call at 651-773-3859. Again, that's 651-773-3859. We'll be happy to sit down with you again, no cost, no obligation, and share our thoughts and ideas on a plan that may work real good for you and be a sound financial plan long-term for the rest of your lives.
I think that's the key. That's the key right there. We want to put together a plan for you folks that, again, will last the test of time and get you what you need for your budget, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, and that roadmap and that plan is the key. So please come in, please give us a call, no cost, no obligation. We can put together our thoughts for you. We can put together our plan, share it with you, go through it, and show you where this may or may not be applicable in your portfolio. And then, you can make some decisions from there and do your due diligence, folks.
Well, thanks again, folks.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you take good care. We'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Listen to more with Don Reynolds and Corey Stilp on the Strategic Asset Preservation Podcast by visiting 800preserve.com.
The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature, not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.
Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services. Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.